Previously on The Last Door. As a necessary step to understanding the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Wakefield's patient, Jeremiah Divot, the doctor and his colleague Johann Kaufmann visited the manor of Professor Wright. Years before, Wright had been Kaufmann's mentor in the occult, but since then had been afflicted with a mental condition and could remember nothing. They discovered that Wright's research had been funded by the Playwright, the secret organization led by Alexander Dupree. While Kaufmann lay in bed due to a sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door using fear as the key. For 3 days you must wait. Alone amongst these dead stones. Only then will you be ready. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. I think I can remember. Its terrible screech. But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. They found me on the beach, unconscious, clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to your investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. I must now ask you for your more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere. now that we are so close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend, the Chronomedion, an ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellis Moor. The exact location of the Chronomedion has been lost, but the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise the utmost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Aww, Kaufman. Always your friend, Johann Kaufman. Oh no! Really sad. Oh, dude. That's really sad. What the hell? I knew he was gonna die. With Kaufman gone, I found myself lost, my life suddenly devoid of meaning. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time. By the day I realized there was no other option. To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Divot. Divot, this dude died for you, wherever he was. Oh man, that really sucks. I can see the island in the distance. Ellis Moor. Episode 2, Season 3, The Reunion. Welcome back to The Last Door Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. Let's just get right into it. And here we are, the island of Ellis Moor. Thank you very much. Ellis Moor. According to Kaufman's letter, the legendary Crone's Maiden can be found here. As Kaufman emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Actually, does he have anything else to say? Will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies and all the mail. I will see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. Good evening. Visiting. I hope you enjoy your stay. Is that all? Yeah. Good evening. My name is Wakefield. I have just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donnan, then. I beg your pardon. Lord Donnan. You should see him. Good evening. Welcome to Ellis Moor. Not very chatty, are they? No, go back. I wasn't done with that place. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donnan. Lord Donnan. To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield. It is customary in Ellis Moor to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donnan. What? Okay. It's just showing the map. For a second I was like, please don't warp me somewhere else. I'm not done with this place. Excuse me. A visitor. Visitors are most welcome to Ellis Mall. Yes, they are. Right. Do they have anything else to say now that I got an invitation from Lord Dunnan? Guess not. Go back. Let me make a quick travel to this port of the island as well. The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the shutter. The fish smells slightly rotten. Fabulous. This is a big place. The gate leads to the village graveyard. It is closed and locked. The door is locked. Oh, that leads out of Dunnan. I mean the village. Okay. Now let's check the other path. It looks like the gate has been broken for some time now. Listen, Dr. Wakefield is really sad and bummed out, like I am, which is why his voice is coming a little, like, dead. Door is locked, as someone's house door should be. The windows are open and the light is on. Is this a bear trap? An abandoned wheel. Okay, that's a lot less scary. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it's part of the complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely onto that Brooklyn bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? Looks like the wheel has been lying there for a long time. Oh, is that the end of this path? It's weird. Okay. So wait, let me make sure I can't go to the other side. Nope. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you are here on holiday, then? Yes, indeed. I have come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of the city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin. Something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Ellis Mall. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too, like Halloween. But I should not bore you with the details. You shall have the occasion to see for yourself. A large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time, it is difficult to tell any specific detail. An exotic blend of black tea. Yum. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Lu Lamfuhada, a hero and high king of our myths. My sincere thanks for your warm welcome. You need not thank me. I simply observe our traditions. are traditions. There are two engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. There are two engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but oh, okay. An odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts two snakes biting each other, but not like in a circle, which would have been interesting and would have, I can't remember what it's called. You might have noticed a few times during this playthrough, but I have a terrible memory. When I need to remember something, I don't remember it. It'll eventually come to me. Oh, the Ouroboros? Ouroboros? Frick. I can't remember what it... I don't know the pronunciation. But the snake eating its tail in a circle, that's what I would have imagined. But no, these are just two snakes apparently biting each other. Can I leave? The frick. Oh, okay, there's more to talk about. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? Cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Elismore. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Law, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from a terrible threat hidden within itself. You seem to be knowledgeable about Elismore's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Elismore cleave the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch, like some of those on the mainland, but I'm no expert. If you really are interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Mr. Wakefield? Sure. Yes, I do. You seem so certain. Might I ask why? There must be an unmoved mover. I've been educated in faith? No, that's not true. I don't know what this means. I consider myself to be a man of science, but some phenomena can be explained only by the existence of an unmoved mover. I see. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island we talk, and be the better for it. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from those visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the wails that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that men worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Elismore, we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She's something of a resident expert on Elismore's history. She can often be found working late at the school, the building right across the quay. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. That sounds a little foreboding. It's been a pleasure, Lord Dunnan. An old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads mineral oil. It is sealed. Don't just leave it there. It's oil. Take it out of the water. Fine, whatever. Not my fault if you pollute your lake. Can't go any further, I assume. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. It's just a log. Oh, there's a person here in a Halloween costume. Excuse me. Hello, my name is Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing? What are you drawing on the ground? It's a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It's the final truth that'll protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. The marsh dwellers? Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. I must go now. Goodbye. Farewell. And this doe definitely won't say anything, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. This is like the hole in the, tunnels. A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Good thing I'm not suspicious, right? This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple of some unknown deity. That's it. I can't put the cog on it, right? Yeah. Can I put it in here? Nope. A broken old fence. There's a hole. Where'd he say the lady was? And this gate's open. Small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Inside, a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet. not without knowledge. It is so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods. How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumptions. No man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, you're right. Now I understand. That was creepy. More Halloween goers. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic, the shadows cast by the lantern only making the characters more mysterious. In the middle of the graveyard stands an old alder tree, which the locals call a fernog. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. Oh, this is like the play, yeah? He murmurs something in unison with the others, a muted prayer I cannot quite make out. I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. Well, I know that in some stories that mirrors were said to capture the soul, like back in old superstitious days and whatnot. Like cameras, they said the same thing about cameras, that they captured the soul when cameras were invented. A man face hidden by a wolf mask, stands in the middle. There is something familiar about him. Really? Oh, so it was a wolf that was in the play. The man has his face behind a deer mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others. Made a prayer I cannot quite make out. Yeah. Woman hides her face behind a badger mask. Okay. Is this Mrs. Hollis? The trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. It is a children's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. A dragon? Burning down ye village. The windows are open, letting a chilly draft inside. Paper with black circles. Shit. What did it say? There was some kind of worm screw inside, the remains of an insect beside it, and some drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. I didn't get to read it, but it kind of looked like a really bad Rorschach test, like the insect one that we saw back in the asylum. And along with the dead insect here, I get the feeling it wasn't a coincidence. Part of a large mechanism. Can I put this together? Can't. Paper with black circles painted on it. Okay, now I can read it. A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles, most of them concern strange rites. A picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a murder of crows around her. It is signed with the name Bubda Katha. They'll dance around the burrow. Around the burrow they'll sing. It's cold inside as winter. Don't get too close, don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. Alright. I guess I'll end it here for now. And I'll see you in the next episode.